What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next war recap video. And this is the one when finally everybody came back after the scrimmage. We had an Asian clan we got matched up with and had a good war. You know, everybody did a good job, brought some really nice attacks. I will go through what they did to our bases because they did use most of their attacks, so we will show them that respect. A lot of 2-stars, a few 3-stars sprinkled in here and there. Let's see. Down towards the bottom, I'm sure they started. No, I had dropped the bottom. Weird. Probably some Town Hall 10s coming down and grabbing them. But good job to everybody at OneHive. They had a bunch of Town Hall 10s. They had 8 Town Hall 10s. How many did we run with this war? We ran with 6. They had a few Town Hall 10 advantage. But 2 of those did get 3-starred. Both of them by Snoop Ryan. So very good war to him. I'm going to show you one of those. But the rest of them 2-starred, and then everything Town Hall 9 and below was 3-starred. So very strong award from OneHive. Good job to everybody. And then it happened early. By the time I got on to do my first attack, all the Town Hall 9s were 3-starred. So I had to actually just 3-star one that had already been that way on my first attack, and then tried something on my second one and got a 2-star. But the guys had already taken care of it for me. I'm going to show number 1, even though it was not 3-star, because it was such a nice attack by Shu. Almost a 3-star, just didn't quite happen, but definitely worth taking a look at. So Shu comes in on the bottom here, drops a couple of golems down, Queen goes down, and then obviously some wizards to help create that funnel. Just going to let everything work its way in, let those outside buildings get taken out by the wizards, being nice and patient on his wall breakers. Didn't want the golem rushing in too quickly, aggro on that queen and all that. Wanted to let the funnel develop first, so that was nice. Goes ahead and drops the jump spell, and the king, everything's going to work its way in here. Those golems out front, which is perfect. I'm surprised the king hadn't locked on right here, but he's about to right there. He's going to lock on, drops the rage for all those troops, let the queen get in a little bit there. She's going to start doing some work. And then right here, the CC troops are coming out. He did bring a freeze and a couple rages. Did not bring... he dropped a poison spell there as well, so that was nice. Helped soften up those troops some. The queen did have to deal with that dragon on her own, pretty much, though. That dragon's not going to take much damage from the poison spell. So goes ahead and uses the queen's ability, takes out the dragon. Now he's gotten, what has he got here? He's got 1 air defense taken care of, but he got an all-important Inferno taken out as well with the CC troops and the queen. So he's got a shot here. Just going to come in for those lava hounds, working his way counterclockwise on this attack. Really nice job getting those balloons down, getting them down early, letting them start taking out some of those defenses. And then because of that counterclockwise motion, you see the balloons cutting right across the middle. That's key. That's perfect. That rage right there might have been just a little off, because right here you're going to see takes that out. But now both those rages are still up and no balloons standing in them. That might have been the difference. I don't know. All these air skeletons popping here on the end of this raid. You know, not a lot of pups. You see a lot of pups on the backside, not a lot of pups here. So those air skeletons are really doing some work on his balloons, as well as that last air defense. Just not quite enough here. He's going to run out of juice here in just a moment. Does take out the last air defense, but that wizard tower, no chance of it going down here. Those balloons are just too low on health, and there's not enough of them. We're going to start to fast forward because everything goes down there. They do go ahead, take out that town hall, and get just a huge, huge chunk of this base. Just so close. You know, had that queen maybe stepped up and grabbed that wizard tower, this might have been a 3. Actually, it would have been a 3-star, I think. Had that wizard tower not been there, this is a 3-star attack. So very, very, very close. Just a wonderful attack by Shu. Keep it up, good buddy. All right, moving on. Let's look at this. You guys have been asking for this some, so I'm going to show it. Lala stepping up and grabbing a 2-star on a pretty high Town Hall 10. Not like a maxed out one or anything, but does have level 3 Infernos, high level King and Queen. Mostly, well, actually it's a mostly max defense, if not completely. Yeah, maybe it is a max D. So a really nice job by Lala. Comes in at the bottom here with a couple of groups of balloons, just going to come in, clear that out. That's for percentage points. You know, right there, that's all that was. Grabbing those those archer towers that can shoot air out of the way, and grabbing that lure out of the CC. So really nice job there. You see that there's numerous buildings down at the bottom. She's going to be able to grab with those minions she brought. So very smart on Lala's part there. And then up top, just drops a few golems, backs it up with wizards. She does have a poison spell, but the CC kind of splits up on her here. Maybe should have dropped one of those golems first, let them commit to it, and then drop the second one, because they did split on her and didn't really get much use out of that poison. But Queen comes in, wall breakers come in, drops a 3rd golem from the top out of the CC, King and Queen right behind it. Right here, the Queen's going to deal with that dragon under rage, so that's nice, and then drops the jump spell. Now here comes the you watch there, she dropped her Valks. I'm going to give Lala a benefit of the doubt. I think maybe this was planned because the queen is going to step right up here and take out that town hall by herself. If she meant for those to go into the core, I'm not sure this would have been a 2-star. I don't know if she would have the right percentage points because they go around. Those Valks do a lot of work to take out all the outside of the base. The queen gets the inside, and now she just needs a few more percentage points, and she's got it over here. It's all exposed. So hopefully, that was the plan, to go out there and take that out. It could have been just a late deployment on the Valks too. Had the Valks gotten the core, I think they would have killed some of those buildings in the core, no question. Probably the Inferno Towers, possibly that queen, but I don't think she would have got as many percentage points from them. So again, I'm going to give Lala the benefit of the doubt, and we're going to start to fast forward here because now it's just about grabbing those few extra percentage points. You can see those minions on the bottom where she cleared out with those balloons, made all the difference in the world. Right there, boom, she gets the 2-star. So really nice attack by Lala on what I believe, unless I'm missing something, is a Max D Town Hall 10. So really, really nice. All right, Snoop taking on number 7. We're going to watch him do this 3-star. Loved it. Was a very, very nice attack. He's going to start over here on sort of the bottom left and just drop a golem down, and then boom, right behind it, in comes the queen. She's going to start taking out those trash buildings and defensive buildings that are right there close to the wall. A few minions up top. Make sure she doesn't stray. He doesn't want the queen going that direction. He wants her going, sort of down and into this large compartment on the bottom here. So right there, she steps up, going to start taking out a few of those, that Archer Tower, Wizard Tower, stuff like that. And now he's going to go ahead with sending in the rest of his golems. He's got 3 or 4, I think 4 more actually. So this is a 5 golem attack, 1, 2, 3, and I think 1 in the CC if I'm not mistaken. So right there, he's going to start dropping those wizards all behind there. All that trash is going to get taken out, and the wall breakers are going to start going in to let everything in. Now here's where it gets bad, sort of. The X-bow locks onto that queen. This golem over on the left side went down, and a golem just didn't step up in there quick enough to get to tank for her. Everything was going from that to that bottom where the wall breakers, and even after using the queen's ability, the golem reroutes just not in time though. As soon as those archers she spawn goes down, X-bow's back on the queen, she goes down. So that's a pretty big loss there. I was actually sort of surprised when that happened so early that this turned out so well. But King's going in. Wizards and witches are backing that up. Lots of golems alive still. They're still tanking. And I'm sorry, he did not bring a 5th golem. That was the hogs in the CC. I'm sorry, I've been watching a lot of attacks. But right here comes the hogs. Everything is sort of committed in that core. The jumps there, the kings there. You see the golems and all that tanking for all of those Inferno Towers. And look at these hogs slipping the backside here. The Inferno Tower can't target him. He's locked onto all the golems. Beautiful. It goes down on the left side here. The king's going to get to that second Inferno Tower, and now all he's got to do, he's got two heal spells, drops the first one. He's just got to take care of his hogs. He's got plenty of them to take out what's left. He's just got to make sure they don't get wiped out by giant bombs. Great heal placement, and I don't know. I love this attack. It was just so smart. I'm sorry I didn't mention it there. A few balloons coming on the top side just to cut down on the travel time of those hogs. You just see how well planned this attack was. He had something for everything. Every part of the base had a plan for it, and when you do that and you deploy right and you have good spell placement, all of that, you get the 3 stars, exactly what Snoop got. So very good job, buddy. All right, let's get a couple more. These two, I'm sorry, and number 3 was one of the game plan videos. These next 2 are also both game plan. We're going to see all of them this time. So Lunchbox taking on number 9. I said I would do a CB Laloon. Lunchbox does it with a Shattered. He comes in with a couple of golems here on this side, not even the same angle I would say to go from, but what he's going for is 2 air defenses. I just thought there was too much high HP buildings there, but Lunchbox was not intimidated. He drops his golems down, a few minions, a few wizards, start clearing that trash out of the way, and then the queen. Again, getting that queen down early, guys, is important because she does so much damage and taking all that out, and you want her down. Remember the cookie crumb analogy. You want those crumbs going. People grappling about her not going to the center of the base, but they're dropping her too late, and the center of the base is hollowed out. Get her down where there's crumbs drawing her into that center of the base. You see he drops the poison there, drops his king down, it's going in, he's got the jump spell down, and then right here, the queen's dead, the CC troops are dead. Now the king and queen are up, his golem's dead, but the king and queen are up right here. King uses his ability, breaks off to one. The queen breaks to the other side because he already cleared that section out. So she's got her ability, and she's about to lock onto that second air defense. So perfect job. The hybrid part, the CB part, God, these names of these attacks. The golem part of the Golaloon went perfectly. It cannot go any better than that. That's textbook. taking out both air defenses, taking out the CC, taking out the queen. What's left of this base is in trouble. He starts dropping his lava hounds down. He had to deal with those airsweeper there, and he just loaded up on the rages there, just sort of pushed through it, muscled through it a little bit, just working that counterclockwise motion around the base, and you can see a few balloons on the backside here, and it is just all over. Look how many balloons he's got left. I mean, just absolutely destroyed this base. He's got that many balloons left, and all of his lava hounds popped, so that's just awesome to me. Just a beautiful attack. Really can't go any better than that. So I retract my plan on this one and say Lunchboxes was better. Good job, buddy. All right, then the last one we're going to look at is number 11. This is the one I 3-starred with the plan that I said, and it did it a little bit quicker than what Noah did, but I'm going to give him full credit. He did it first, and so we're going to watch his attack and not mine. And he did something, you know, the funny thing about this was this war was over by the time, or it was almost over by the time the game plan video went live, and Noah did this, you know, without seeing the game plan video. So he brought a very similar attack to what I drew out, but he uses 2 golems. I thought I could do it with 1, which did work out, but he brings 1 on both sides. But this really allowed him to widen that funnel to the point of half of the base. I mean, if you draw a line through the center, he's, you know, funneled out all the way across the base there. So there's definitely no chance of anything straying. King, queen, minions, or excuse me, Valks, any of that. It's all going up the middle here. Goes ahead and drops the jump spell as everything starts getting cleared out. The golems start moving in. Right here, king and queen go down. And then here in just a moment, the Valks are going to go down after he drops this poison right there for those CC troops as they come out. The balloon's going to be in there, but everything else is pretty much going to get dealt with by the poison as the king and queen and the Valks are taking out some of these last few buildings. Right here, golly, sorry about that, guys. Right here, they get into the core. Perfect placement and perfect timing on the heal spell. Nothing. Those king and queen have nothing for those Valks and heal spell. I don't care, expos, whatever. They are just in there spinning their hacks around, just wiping everything out. So right here, the core is pretty much done for at this point. It's time to come in with a few hogs. He just brought a few hogs, and then he brought 9 balloons. I thought the Teslas were going to be up top. They weren't. They were sort of down here towards the bottom, but he did place a heal right where I said, and you can see that those hogs took out that entire section. These Teslas, especially double Teslas like that, pretty rough on those balloons. That's one thing that I think that my plan improved on over this, not knowing that those Teslas were there like that, but still, Teslas are tough for back-end balloons. They shoot so fast. Balloons are moving so slow, and you normally don't have any rages or anything like that to propel them in. So all of his balloons pretty much get wrecked, but you can see he still has queen up. He still has king up. He's still got a few Valks up, even a hog up. So plenty of cleanup troops. And then right here, the last defense goes down, and it's all cleaned up. So very, very good job to Noah. Absolutely crushed it, and I thought it was funny how similar his plan was to mine. All right, guys, that is it. Again, excellent job to everybody at OneHive. Very strong war. Our attacks have been really solid lately. I don't know what it is. It just seems like we're sort of firing on all cylinders. Everybody's bringing real strong attacks. So keep it up, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, Jake from OneHive reminding you guys to suck less.